Welcome to the Meadow City Weekly Review for June 17, 2026. I'm your host, and today we're grounding our broadcast entirely in the factual reality of what's happening right here in Las Vegas, New Mexico, and across San Miguel County. We've got a lot of ground to cover, from some major leadership shakeups at our local university to crucial infrastructure updates that are definitely going to impact your daily commute. Our goal today is to present the facts clearly and directly, using this explainer to break down the most critical updates affecting Northeast New Mexico right now. So, here is today's rundown. First up is The Lead, where we'll tackle the current turmoil at New Mexico Highlands University. Then, in Community Briefs, we're looking at the ongoing environmental clashes over the Gallinas River. And finally, The Outlook, which covers vital traffic alerts and community events you need to know for the week ahead.
All right, let's jump straight into Section 1. The Lead, top local news and public safety.
Right out of the gate, we're tracking a really prominent story out of Las Vegas, the growing turmoil at New Mexico Highlands University. The NMHU Board of Regents has officially terminated the university's president, Dr. Wolfe. And this wasn't just a sudden, quiet transition. This decisive action was formalized right after a highly scrutinized May 27th letter that the Regents sent directly to the New Mexico Office of the State Auditor. It is a major administrative upheaval for one of our city's absolute most important institutions.
Now, you might be wondering what exactly is behind all this. Well, the narratives surrounding this firing are in stark contrast. On one side, the Board of Regents is alleging a documented pattern of serious misconduct. We're talking about improper hiring practices, financial mismanagement, procurement infractions, and even retaliation against university employees. However, on the flip side, an attorney representing Wolfe is aggressively disputing these claims. So we're looking at a very complex situation with some firmly drawn battle lines.
And honestly, this illustrates the much wider human impact of this administrative conflict, because the fallout extends way beyond just the president's office. Take a look at this. Several former NMHU employees who were actually placed on leave or terminated since May 1st have issued a joint statement. They're claiming the university has provided them with absolutely no reason for their dismissals. As you can imagine, this lack of transparency has just added a massive layer of tension to an already fraught situation on campus. $500,000. That is a massive figure, right? And it is sitting right at the center of our next major public accountability story, which ties directly back to the multi-billion-dollar Hermits Peak Calf Canyon Wildfire Compensation Fund, a fund that is literally critical to the recovery of our entire region. This brings us to former federal official Jay Mitchell, who was initially tasked with overseeing that massive compensation fund. Now, according to reports, Mitchell was placed on leave back in February. This happened after revelations surfaced that he and his wife accepted over $500,000 in payments from the very fund he was in charge of overseeing. Today, Mitchell's actively defending that six-figure payout, and it's been confirmed that he is officially no longer employed by the Federal Emergency Management Agency, or FEMA. We're definitely going to continue tracking how this impacts local wildfire recovery efforts.
Moving on to Section 2, Community Briefs, supporting local stories and infrastructure.
We're going to start this segment right at the water's edge. One core question has been completely dominating local environmental discussions lately, and it's this: how should we manage the Gallinas River? A city project that was intended to make the river safer has actually exposed a pretty deep divide in town over the best strategies for stream management.
You see, there are two distinct perspectives at play here. City officials are heavily focused on immediate safety and infrastructure. Their primary goals: restore the river's capacity and protect public infrastructure from future flooding. But on the other side, local environmental groups are voicing some serious concerns. They're advocating for entirely different stream management approaches that they argue are much more ecologically sound. It's a genuine clash between immediate municipal needs and long-term environmental philosophies.
But regardless of where you stand on the debate, the factual reality on the ground is that this project is moving forward. Here's a quick look at the steps you're going to see taking place over the next several weeks. Step 1. Contractors are deploying right now near the Gallinas River bridges. Step 2. They're tasked with removing massive amounts of flood-related sediment. And Step 3. They'll be clearing out ash deposits left over from previous wildfire events. The whole shebang is aimed at restoring the river's capacity to handle water flows safely. Shifting gears over to community support, we're seeing some serious financial injections right here in Northeast New Mexico. The Las Vegas, New Mexico Community Foundation just awarded a very substantial $350,000 in grants to 8 local nonprofits through its Anchorum Community Health Fund. And in a parallel effort to combat local hunger, the Sandia Area Federal Credit Union has officially partnered up with the Food Depot. Together, they're sponsoring the Food Mobile program to really expand vital food access for families across northern New Mexico.
Now, if you're a parent in the district, you'll definitely want to hear this timeline for Las Vegas City schools. Over the summer, school buildings are getting some major energy-efficient upgrades. By August, students and staff will be returning to those newly modernized facilities, but the biggest milestone by far comes this fall, with the official launch of the Little Cardinal Academy. This is going to be the school district's very first pre-K program specifically designed for 3- and 4-year-olds, which is a huge step forward for early childhood education in our city.
All right, wrapping things up with Section 3, the outlook. Looking ahead in San Miguel County. First up, we've got an immediate traffic alert for drivers. Paving operations are officially scheduled to resume on Railroad Avenue. More specifically, this is going to impact the section between Jackson Street and Douglas Avenue. If you didn't know, this work is a key component of the ongoing Great Blocks project, which is aimed at revitalizing our local streets downtown.
You might remember this was actually delayed for a bit. Well, paving is finally resuming after a temporary suspension caused by mechanical issues at the hot mix plant. With those issues totally resolved, crews are back to work. But for your daily commute, please remember that this section of Railroad Avenue remains strictly closed to through traffic, so continue to follow the posted detour signs and just drive with some extra caution in that area.
Looking ahead to the weekend, if you're a local artisan or just someone who appreciates the creative culture of our city, mark this on your calendar for sure. The Las Vegas Creative Makers Conference is happening on June 23rd. It's going to be hosted at the new Café Ritmos del Norte, right on the plaza, running from 4:30 to 6 p.m. It's proudly sponsored by the Main Street de Las Vegas Arts and Cultural District, and it's just a fantastic opportunity to connect with local creators.
As we wrap up today's explainer of the Meadow City Weekly review, I really want to leave you with a final thought to chew on. Between the major leadership shakeups at the university, the massive infrastructure projects downtown, and the ongoing, frankly exhausting complexities of wildfire recovery, how will these critical events ultimately reshape the factual reality of San Miguel County? Our city is absolutely in a state of transition right now, and public accountability matters more than ever. Thank you so much for joining me today, and keep staying engaged with your community.